And who says Mondays have to suck? Hey! Welcome to the best damn stream in this world and the next, and I drink a lot of water here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to start your week with some slashing and bashing away here with his epic crew of destroyers. You got Fang the Meg in the darkness. You got Wilmore Chaddington, and of course, coming from the House of Red, we have the greatest DM in all the land. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Thank you. A lot of energy for a Monday night stream, Solrak. Wow.
For the week has beaten me down.
Amen, brother. Amen. Welcome everyone to a Monday night adventure of Goblins Under the Stairs, featuring Solrak and the Destroyers, the Fang Gang, the Wrecking Crew, Wilmore and the Chaddingtons, whatever you want to fucking call them.
Whatever you want to call us.
Yeah, they're here. They're ready to party and have a good time. Maybe slash and bash someone. We'll see. That said, let's just do a quick little recap. Jump on into tonight's game. So last time we were all together, you guys all started off at the layer of Ice Claws, which housed that magical gem of Kavaki. After leaving there, you guys made a trek down the mountainside and through the woods, where you all heard the sound and howling of the wind in the distance, and it was coming from in the direction of the tribe of Ice Wolf. And knowing that to be a sign of some Yetis, you all booked it to the village and found a few Yetis sneaking around the woods, trying to ambush the campsite, trying to sneak up on the tents of Bleak Sky the Morning and the rest of the tribe. And you guys were able to come on in, stop them from surprise attacking them, and killed them all, including this massive one, with the help of this Goliath tribe members and Bleak Sky. Wilmore turning him into a giant ape and beating his chest and taking some big old whomps on him. After slaying them all, Wilmore and Bleak Sky had a nice little heart-to-heart in the tent. Bleak Sky, he spoke to Bleak Sky about Narvi and asked him to please, if Narvi was ever coming back around to Ice Peak, let you guys all know by sending a sending spell to you all, and to make sure that they don't go after this gem again and try to hold him back as much as possible. Gave Wilmore a amulet of a Petrified Yeti eye as a thank you for the help. And sitting around the fire, Solrak and Fang and Chalky spoke with some of the other tribe members, and they gave Solrak and Fang a weapon, each made of some of Yeti parts. Chalky gave you all your tribe names, and with a good night's sleep, you all had a heartfelt goodbye and set sail down south to the Sword Coast to Neverwinter. Rather uneventful 5 to 7 day travel south led you all to a warmer water and weather, and you guys approach the Jewel of the North, Neverwinter. Solrak is quite familiar with this area of Neverwinter. He spent a little bit of time here after escaping Daggerford, picking up a few odd jobs here and there, hanging out with some of the Lord's Alliance members, and hanging out at this tavern, which you guys are all at currently, this 3-story old pirate ship turned into a tavern and inn called the Beach de Leviathan, which I'll go ahead and show you guys a picture of it in the game log right now, or maybe I won't, because that was a dead link, wasn't it? Nope, and that's not the one I wanted either. But hey, we're gonna go with it. So I can probably find it in just a second. You guys go inside though. You guys see that there's all sorts of like kitschy kind of stuff, piratey themed kind of stuff on the walls. Trophies of like giant crab shells hanging up there, Sahuagin skulls, petrified octopus like spread out in like different nets and whatnot. It's a little bit of a seedy crowd in here. But, you know, this is the kind of place where you can definitely find some work, both legal and illegal. And when you guys got here, Solrak made a grand entrance and presented himself to everyone, searching for the captain, who just came stomping down the stairs and greeted you guys all with a warm welcome.
And for the record, I didn't expose myself. That's kind of the way I made it sound. There was no penis shown during this.
That's not how I remember it. So
that's how I leveled it. Now I get it.
You guys are now
one very small level.
Wah, wah.
Situated inside the tavern now. You all have a drink in hand, of course, Fang with a nice cool water. Captain speaking to you, Solrak. Seems like you guys have some catching up to do.
That's right. So, how are you, you old son of a bitch?
Ooh. Sorry. Turn off the music. There we go. So, he says, Solrak, I've been doing alright. Just manning the ship. Having a good old time. Have you been? You're looking a little rough, but you got yourself some fancy gear on you now.
That's right. I'm seeing better days than last time you saw me here. So I see that better days have come to yourself as well. Business is doing quite well here.
Can't complain. People keep coming in thirsty, filling up their mugs, filling them scuppers. It's business as well. Can't complain.
And I see crowd here is dirtier than ever, so you must be making quite the loot, my friend.
You could say that, absolutely. So what you been up to? Yeah, it's been quite some time since you've made your way back here. It's been over 2 months at least since I've seen you.
Yes, my friend, it's been quite some time. So let's see. Since I last saw you, I met my friend Fang here. He is the one that is shaped like a bulbous ball, if you will. And I point over to Fang.
Thank you. Greetings, my good sir.
Pleasure to meet you, Fang.
Don't let the silly-looking head fool you. He's quite the fighter. Yeah.
That's the nicest thing you've said to me so far, Solrak. I appreciate that.
Well, I've been drinking a Solak, so I'm enjoying the niceness.
You should be drinking more often then.
I will. That's how Solrak became an alcoholic.
Hi, Solrak.
And the little one over here is Wilmore Chaddington, who actually comes from the same lands as I. But he had though we lived from different worlds in the same lands, we both faced a lot of tragedy in our lives here.
You don't say. He looks down at you, Wilmore. It's a pleasure to meet you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. He kind of rubs you on the head.
Well, I assure you, my friend, the pleasure is all yours. But, I come from the south. I come from the south, and I met up with these nice folks while I was out. I pull out my loot, spinning the strings a little bit, and a little bit of adventure here, a little bit of adventure there, and yeah, here we are. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
See the ship here? It's was once the Leviathan. One night, storm hit the shores of Neverwinter, and was the captain of this ship, a little bit drunk, sleeping up on the top floor, and came off the docks and crashed into the docks here, and saw an opportunity when I saw one. Knew I wasn't able to get this thing out of here, so I just left this here, changed the sign out front to the Beached Leviathan, set up shop, and business has been good, as Solrex pointed out.
While he's talking, I'm kind of looking him over to see if there's any purple or a Harper's pin or maybe even like a Zentarum tattoo.
Sure. With your passive, you give him a quick look over, and you don't seem to notice any sort of insignias or any markings that would denote any sort of faction.
Well, that is a fantastic story, my friend. It seems as though you may know a little bit of information about this city and the people in it. Is that fair to say? You're kind of the jip and jiver of this here town? Or is that her? And I point over to the barmaid and I shoot her.
Willow knows a good amount herself, but if you want to know some things, probably your guy.
No. Well, I do like a good guy every now and then. Have you seen any? I'm gonna look at the person that's moving. Can I notice them?
Yeah, you notice this tabaxi kind of moving out of the corner of your eye, kind of just slyly trying to move across the tavern. Fang's intent on this conversation right now, and the tabaxi just kind of slyly moves her hand into Fang's side pouch and goes to grab some coins, it looks like, or whatever's in his side pouch.
I watch her. Like while I'm talking to him, I just kind of keep an eye on it.
Fang, your passive's
Well,
13.
Let me double check. Passive perception?
Yes, yes.
Yes, 13.
So Wilmer, you notice Tabaxi kind of slide her hand into Fang's bag. Looks like she fiddles around for a quick moment, grabs something while Fang's taking a sip out of his nice cold glass of water, intently listening to this conversation. And out the corner of your eye, you see this. She just kind of slides the coins back into her pocket and looks over at this table with this gnome and like kind of gives like a nice little head nod. Starts walking back over.
I see all this, and I'm just gonna keep talking to him. And I mean, if you're the type of person that may or may not know people, I mean, we are. I am personally potentially looking for. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna shoot a message over to the Tabaxi and say, "How much you get?"
Someone's onto us. Was that you? And the gnome looks at her. What the hell are you talking about?
And now I'm talking to him, but I'm staring at her. I'm not talking to her, but like I'm continuing my conversation with him, and I'm like, well, actually, if you know of any Zentarum around here, that's always, part of my priority. And I'm just staring directly at her, like waiting to make eye contact and smiling.
You're like waiting like to make eye contact, and she's just kind of like looking over at the gnome, like kind of looking over her shoulders, but doesn't seem to like make direct eye contact with you. Just kind of like make sure that you guys aren't noticing in general, and just kind of takes a satchel and slides it across the table to the gnome, and just kind of like, I did it. See, I'm good now, right? And Captain, though, while responding to your question or your statement in general, would just say, the Lord's Alliance, they do a good job of making sure Zentarum, they don't run amok around here. Any thieves guilds, they keep it to a minimum at least. Zentarum, and they at least don't have any sort of housing or hold up here. Try to make sure that the Lord's Alliance keep a nice clean ship.
So, I guess that means then if the Lord's Alliance is going strong, the good Lord Neverember has had good health upon him still, yeah?
He's doing quite alright. People are taking a liking to him still. He may not be blood in line, but people are taking a liking to him.
That's good. Tell you, dissension, even from those closest within you, can lead to pain. It's just unimaginable to the average person. I just kind of stare off. But anyways, I'm looking, obviously to hopefully stay the night. Hoping you have some rooms for an old friend.
Certainly, Solrak. We got you, absolutely. You look like you could, I don't mean any offense to you. You look like you could use a nice warm bath, too.
You can say that again.
Yeah, you're a dirty motherfucker, Solrak. You look like you could use a nice warm bath.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah, what he said.
Fang, make a quick perception check.
Six.
You smell Solrak's stank and not much else that you're noticing around you. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about it.
Classic Solrak.
While all this is happening, I'm still staring at that table, and did I hear like them converse or notice them? Well, I guess did I see her hand the money to him?
Yeah, you did. She wasn't too she thought she was being sly about it, but it wasn't too sneaky.
So then, once I was seeing that, I would have cast message at him and just been like, "Well, I asked her, how much did you get?"
You see him just kind of jolt up for a second out of his chair and look around.
Staring at him.
he notices you staring daggers at him right now, and he looks.
Oh, it's not daggers. It's a very friendly stare.
Okay. Well, he notices.
It's like seriously, how much did you get?
He notices you staring, and he says, he opens up the bag real quick. It's 15 gold pieces.
Just give him a thumbs up.
It's
Like everybody notices me just giving him a thumbs up.
He's like kind of just looking around, like, okay. Make a deception check. Unless you're not being deceptive.
I'm not being deceptive. I'm being very blunt, so everybody can see me just having this telepathic conversation with this weird person giving him a thumbs up.
Fang and Solrak, you notice Wilmore obviously then kind of like just staring off like in between your party to whomever in the distance and giving thumbs up and some small gestures over to. Seems like he's like almost talking to himself or inside of his head almost.
I look at Wilmore.
What the fuck are you doing, Chattington?
And then I look over at the captain and I go, don't mind him. Sometimes he gets a little wacky. I mean,
Chattington, you know someone here?
Yeah, those guys over there said that they would buy us our drinks.
Oh, yeah?
look over.
Yeah,
They
Fang.
said they would buy us a drink, and then I show them the size of my giant drink.
Yeah. They said we could run up a tab of about 15 gold pieces, right, guys? And I'm gonna give my thumbs up again to the dwarf.
It's kind of like looks over at you and looks over at the tabaxi, like, we should get going. And like you see him like kind of push himself out from the table. His little legs like jump down to the ground. You can see he's like only the height of the table now, and he like starts walking around.
And I start laughing. Ah!
I walk over.
Look at that! Look at that! Ah! He got shorter as he got off the chair. Ah!
Hey! You watch it, bud. You think you're hot stuff, huh?
Whoa! Don't need to get a big attitude.
Well, you oughta. And you see him start winding up to like reach over to you and swing at you, Solrak. And just then you notice this olive-skinned, muscular, chisel-jawed, like slick back hair. Kind of, he's got business in the front, party in the back going on. This man just kind of grabbed the gnome's hand, reaches back, twists his arm and puts it behind his back in an arm bar and starts twisting his arm up. And like you see him, he has the satchel of the gold coins in the other hand. He's like squealing, mercy! I give! And you notice this man, after he twists the arm and the gnome is like, he's got the pouch of gold coins in his hand, kind of presenting it like in an awkward way because he's in such pain. He says, hey Solrak, you lose something. And you remember this to be Byron, one of the members of the Lord's Alliance that you kind of did some odd jobs with and hung out with quite a decent amount.
Well, Mr. Byron. I always knew you were kite the catch, and I look at him and grabbing the hand.
Solrak, you're always loose with your money.
You can say that again, but no, we're not going to do this whole thing.
Hey, little guy, you can let go of that now. And you just see he drops the pouch on the ground. Please, will you let us go, right? It was hers. She did it. And she like looks back at the gnome. Hey, no, please. And like Byron looks at her for a moment and says, "Hey, you guys are. You're coming with me." And he grabs both of them by the arms and he looks over at you, Solrak, and says, "These two right here, they're wanted thieves by the Lord's Alliance, and it looks like we just caught them red-handed. So, yeah, thanks for playing along with this." And he gives you a little wink.
Well, anything that the rightful king of Daggerford can do for the Lord's Alliance is my pleasure, and I bow to him.
You know what, Solrak, we got some catching up to do. Let me get rid of this trash real quick, and maybe we'll meet back here later, and we'll catch up.
Sounds like a good deal, my friend.
See him grabs both of them.
And I take the pouch of money, and then I throw it over to Chattington. Here you go, my friend.
Well,
I believe
thank
some
you.
drinks were in order.
Well, but before you go, I was trying to get to know these guys. I was hoping we could have them for a quick drink there, my Lord's Alliance friend.
You want them for a quick drink? Captain, you got any problems with this? These are wanted criminals. These are known thieves. You want them in your establishment?
Just thieves? Oh.
It wouldn't be the worst people that had been into this establishment. And I look over at the captain. I think one drink won't kill anybody. And hey, if they run away, I'll chop off their legs. And I look at
While all this is going on, I cast what is it? Suggestion, or no, it's not suggestion. What is it? Is it suggestion? Yeah, level 2. Suggestion on the gnome. We're best buds. We go way back.
You say that, and you all of a sudden from the kitchen you hear the door slam open. This like man wearing a purple bandana and cut off a shirt. He's got a goatee. He's carrying like a can of something. He looks out. You say best buds.
I mean, good buds, but I do like best buds as well.
Best buds. I like butts. It goes back into the kitchen. And this door just kind of flops in the wind for a second. Everyone kind of looks over. All right.
I have a flashback, and I just say, wish Dopey would have been here for this guy.
The captain, though, responds to you a little more. I guess so. You guys can have a drink with them if you'd like. Sure. Gotta definitely keep an eye on them.
Can I get a suggestion roll?
Oh, yes. And this was for who?
The
gnome?
The gnome. We're best buds.
Alright. Let me roll that.
One would say we have a dank relationship.
Okay. You see his eyes kind of twinkle for a moment after you say that to him, and he blinks a few times. It's like, I feel like we're like kindred spirits. Yeah, you and I, we feel like we could get along.
Yeah, my friend. I
feel like I've known you for a long time.
I know it's been at least 8 minutes, and I mean that's like the lifespan of something that only lives for 8 minutes. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's it. You're a smart one too. Yeah, we're gonna get along. I'm gonna get along. That's fine.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Well, why don't we all sit down, have a beer, and my friend right here, we're just gonna chat. We go way back. I tell you what, and I throw the gold over to the captain, and I say, why don't you see if you can get Mr. Fang some of your precious ice water, if you have it. And you go ahead and get Soul Rack, one of those things where you like clean up the tables and then wring the rag into a big glass that he can then drink, because he loves that kind of stuff. And I'm just gonna kind of walk over here, and I'm gonna put my, like, as I'm walking over with my gnome friend. Sorry, I didn't. I'm gonna like rub my hand around the back of the tabaxi and go, "Ooh, I love a good coat of fur." Sit down for a quick talk.
Kind of like shivers for a moment, and she seems like curious as to what's going on. We roll a deception check now.
It's a deuce gleam.
Okay, I rolled a 20 on the dice too. but I guess we'll call it that.
I'm not deceiving anybody.
You kind of are though, because you're acting like you're best friends. But so she's trying to figure out like your true intentions right now. But she's on high alert. She assumes that you mean good for the time being, but she's on high alert. It seems like, watching you intently.
Point at her and I go, "So what are you drinking?"
She looks over at the gnome. "Nix, I thought we were getting out of here after the job was done."
You guys are going nowhere but a dungeon fast.
See her just... I guess I'll have, I don't know, just something wet.
Something wet. You should call Wilmore's mother. Hey! Carlos does the world. Follow it. Whoop, boop, boop, boop.
I mean, I guess foxes like fish, but that's a whole other story. I tell you what, just 3 L's for the table, please. You can put it on Soul Rag's tab, and I put my hand under my new gnome button. I go, so what exactly was she in for? And I pointed to Tabaxi.
I tell the general, and you can fill me up on one of these as well.
Yep, Willow, fill up good old Solrak here. So you're asking what was she in for?
Yeah, because she said I thought we were good after she gave him the money. So like, why was she giving you the money? What's she in for?
You see, Jetty here. She's a little initiate into our thieves guild that we got going on, and she takes this job, gets it done right, get her initiation rights, and it looks like she had a successful mission until that you popped in. It's quite strange, but hey, I'm good with it. We're buddy.
Yeah, no, she did. You did a great. I look at her and go, "You did a good job. I would actually hire you to do a little thieving myself. That was quite good. Where is that thieves guild again? Because I was gonna go talk to remember that guy. I was gonna go chat with him. Where is that thieves guild again?
Oh well, the
is
thieves.
It in the north?
It's well, we kind of cooperate with the Hand of Nightstone. So we work throughout a few different pocket factions here and there.
Okay, I understand that.
And she's looking at him like, Nix, what are you doing? Why are you telling him this? What's happening? Are you feeling okay? Oh, yeah, sure, certainly. Here's my old buddy, Wilbur.
You know what? Close enough. I like that. What? Why do you want to be a thief anyway? I asked the Tabaxi.
Well, never quite good at much else except for thieving, cutting people up, find some odd gold here or there, but if money's good, and who can complain about that?
You know what? That's fair enough. And I just kind of like notion to them, and I start walking out the door and see if they follow.
Okay. You just gonna start walking out the door?
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm gonna kind of like put my hands on both their shoulders, or I guess like the Tabaxi's waist and the other guy's shoulder, and just kind of like just chit chatting, while I kind of lead them towards the door.
Yeah. As you start leading them to the door, Byron says, "Whoa, hey, these I'm sorry, Wilmore. I think you've had your time here with them, but as I mentioned, they have warrants out for them, bounties. These are criminals that we've been searching for."
Oh, well, where can I connect that bounty?
Well, it looks like I was the one that grabbed him by the arm and twisted him up while you just watched him. So it looks like I'll be getting the bounty.
Yep, he's got you there, chatty boy. And I look at him in a way that says, "Don't fuck with Byron."
Hey,
I like you.
Hey, we'll get along just fine if you just keep it tight with us. Hey, Maximus, he yells down to the corner of the bar. Maximus, and another guy who's sitting with a female Lords Alliance member kind of sits up, puts his mug down. Yeah, bud, why don't you take these to the old holding cells, and I'm gonna catch up with Solrak here a little bit. I feel like we got some catching up to do. And so Maximus comes walking by and grabs them both by the back, the arms, linking arms to him and kind of pulling them to the side, and says, "All right, guys, you'll be coming with me." And Nix looks at you, the gnome. Wilmore, he looks at you with kind of a bit of affection, like, "Well, you'll be coming to visit me, right?"
Yeah, buddy. We'll talk later. You have a great day, all right, my friend?
And Jetty, the tabaxi's like, motherfucker, I can't believe he... God damn it. Little piece of shit got us. And they just keep on pushing him out the front door until Maximus has them
before they go to the
pushed
front
out.
door, I drop concentration so he no longer thinks I'm his friend.
Alright, sure. Boom. As soon as he gets out the door, just, wait a minute! And you just hear the door slam shut. Alright, so you guys are inside now, and the captain's like kind of scratches his head. Well, that was interesting. Alright. And he kind of just sits down for a moment and leans back. Never a slow day here at the Beach Leviathan, is it?
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like I never left. I miss this place. So tell me, my friend, I do have a quick question for you. This is someone who I've never met during my time here, but I am looking for him. Does this fella named Bork still live in town?
You say Bork?
That's right.
That old recluse, a strange old dude who makes all the kooky shit?
That's the one.
I think he still hangs around, sure, yeah. He kind of just wanders around the market square.
He wanders around the market square.
Yeah.
I might have a task for him to see if he's up to the task. You see, in my travels, I got this epiphany, and something tells me that he might be able to put it to use and make it happen. If he can do half the insane shit he says he can do, right?
He makes some pretty strange stuff. Seen him making all sorts of kooky stuff. Weird gadgets, gizmos, things that pop in and out, and yeah, he does weird things, but in his craft, his work is one of a kind, that's for sure.
Excellent. Thank you for the information.
Yeah. You look
To us, guys. Let's find Bork before we leave here.
Excuse
If you
me.
find him, I don't know what he looks like, though. So you're gonna, I guess, have to do all the...
He's
That's true. Then what does he look like?
he's a half orc. He's kind of a little bit heavier set. Ponytail. He's got these goggles that he wears and suspenders, and he's always got a whole backpack and body structure full of mechanical gear and who does it and what habits.
Excellent. So he should be easier to spot.
Yeah, certainly. Like I say, he's quite the oddball.
So Paddington, you two will get along well then.
I do like balls. You play with them, you throw them, they blow up on your face. It's fun.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Hold up, scratch him.
Hey, Solrak, whatever happened to that, you met up with that Luke Ganj, that bird fella that you went down to Fandolin with. Whatever happened to him?
Huh.
I mean, Albatross, I'm throw him in the wind. I'm glad he's gone, but whatever happened to Luke Ganj?
Well, Albatross, last time we saw him, had quite a lot of phallic symbols drawn on his drunken face. So that was a proper goodbye for him.
Sounds about right.
But Luke Ganj, well, you could say that we finally got the bird stink out of us, but he had some mental issues. Hashtag May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so check yourself before you wreck yourself. And he decided to take some time for himself. So maybe we'll see him again. I don't know. To be honest, he was acting like a real bitch, so I'm kind of glad that he went to...
Well, I mean, hopefully he gets over that whole ableist thing.
Yeah, he was so grumpy all the time towards the end. It was like, what the hell, man? Just hit puberty? Join a goth band or something. Get out of my head.
It's sad to hear that about him. He's had a good head on his shoulders. It's sad to hear that. It seems like you sent an Amulet. That's crazy.
Yeah, he kind of flew over the cuckoo's nest, if you know what I'm saying.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Well,
extra cuckoo.
damn. Well, you guys, it looks like he looks over at you, Solrak, with your 2 massive swords, and of course your golden breastplate, and Fang with his quarterstaff on his back, and you guys all have like daggers on your side and all sorts of different weapons. Hey, you guys look like you're pretty stacked there, loaded out with some weaponry. You guys been doing some fighting on the road, huh?
That's right. You know,
Well,
since my days here, I've been slowly but surely building my strength. So one day I reclaim what's mine.
Whisper, we're gonna kill his uncle.
it's I know that's Solrak's true mission right there. He's been speaking of that heavily ever since I met him, ever since he came on up here, working towards it. And you look at him, he kind of punches you in your bicep. Hey, he's getting big, he's getting ready. He looks like he's almost there. Looks like he's just about ready to take him. And Solrak, I think you could take him. You know, I know you can.
That son of a bitch won't know what hit him.
Speaking of, you know that the chasm down in the Lower East Side, you know, all those horrors and evils plague at them all the time, ever since the volcano.
Ask.
It's, you know, we've been keeping a good eye on it, as you used to help us do so, and, but those horrors, these aberrations and shit, keep on popping out of there. We pay a good bounty for, you know, every monster that's killed that pops out of there. If you guys get bored while you're in town, feel free to pop on over there and, you know, help us out a little bit. Make a little gold.
Look over to Byron. So you're telling me that the big bad Lords Alliance can't handle it on their own, huh?
Solrak, listen. It's not what I'm saying at all. You know what I'm saying is that the good people Neverwinter, they have a hard time with these beasts coming out here, and you know, it's not many of us Lords Alliance members up here. We get pretty tired after fighting eye stalk monster after eye stalk monster, and all these crazy looking fucking things that crawl out of this hole. And we do what we can, and we keep the city under patrol and under control. But man, we could always use another hand, and especially with swords like that, I know you could slash a few down yourself.
Well, what kind of venerable king would I be? I mean, look at all my magical kingdom, and I literally point at nothing since I obviously have nothing anymore.
You literally, your hand goes to a fishnet, like to your right, and like a skull of a Sahuagin, which is like a merman kind of thing. it's like vast nothingness.
Of course, we'll help you, my friend. And what kind of bounty are we talking here?
Well, it depends on the monster pops out that you slay, but you know, obviously the bigger, or not necessarily bigger, sometimes small ones can be very deadly too. But it all depends on what pops out and whatever you slay, and we pay per body.
Oh, boys, maybe let's have some drink tonight. Have a good night rest. If you feel like making some money, help these good people.
I mean, per body does sound nice.
That's a phenomenal deal. If we were paying for bodies, God, we'd be filthy, filthy rich by now. I wouldn't even need my kingdom anymore.
See, Byron, he kind of just chuckles as you say that, and he looks over at Fang, kind of elbow nudges him. A little quiet, bud. What's your deal?
Oh, he drinks water.
So he doesn't have to lose lips.
I tend to keep to myself unless it's my time to shine. Solrak, he seems like he's catching up with some old friends. I let him enjoy his time, unless it's my time to intervene.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, it looks like it's always your time to shine. And he grabs you by the head and kind of.
I was thinking of doing the same thing. God, I love you, and I give him a high five.
I'm sorry, bud. It looks like that offended you. I didn't mean it. Sorry, Byron's the name.
It's Fang. And I just look at him.
Ah, all right. So, How long are you guys in town for?
Not long.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be staying much longer, especially after this encounter. But we're just going to recharge. Have a few things to do. I do need to speak to Bork. So depending on how long it takes for him to do what I need him to do, if he can even do it, decide how long I stay here.
All right. Well, I'm sure I'll see you around Solrak. And yeah, you know, if you guys want to meet me over at the Chasm later, I got a duty later on this evening. Maybe I'll see you guys there.
Duty. We'll see you later, my friend.
Some things never change.
And then I give him again the Arnold Carweathers.
Love it. Kind of just nods to you, takes a final sip of his drinks, puts it down. Captain, put it on my tab. And as Byron walks out, Captain says, "You don't have a tab." And says, "Put it on theirs then." And he makes his way out the front door.
Hi, Rebecca.
He makes his way out the front door. Doesn't even hear you. You got voice of a mouse. All right, so you guys are sitting here in the bar. What's going on?
Yep. I'm honestly, I'm having such a great time that I'm gonna try to finish that second Sorlac.
All right, you you start just pounding that soul rack, picking the bucket up, and you got some of that frothy liquid just dripping down your chin and down your chest. If you're trying to finish it, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. That's a whole bunch of liquor.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be that type of night, guys. Constitution saving. Here we go.
And Wilmore, what are you thinking?
He's thinking about all cheese whiz, no cracker.
22 hit.
22 soul rack.
He's doing whippets with that thing.
That's the best way to do whippets. Wizits.
Wizits.
Soul rack, you grab that bucket. Like I said, you had that frothy liquid just pouring down the front of you, and you're chugging it. And everyone looking around you for a moment, like, is he gonna get sick for a second? Is he gonna really finish that? And you just finish the whole thing, putting it down. Boom, boom, boom. You lift up the bucket, and just a couple of drops like spill out of it. You slam it down, and look over for a moment into the bucket, look a little uneasy for a moment. And you just let out a huge belch. It just releases into the air, just echoing in the walls, and everyone stops. It's like a record skip. The bard stops playing the music for a moment, looks over at you, and then keeps on playing. And everyone just keeps on chattering and talking again once more.
Oh, God, I love this place. I start looking around. Just nodding my head, looking to the music, just vibing for a minute.
Yes, and you guys notice Solrak is pretty drunk right now. He's holding them together, but he's pretty drunk.
What time is it?
It is like early afternoonish time. Like it's like happy hour.
I look at Faye and go, well, real excited to find this half orc, half machine person, especially with half drunk, all asshole Solrak.
Hey, no, I'm all asshole.
I said it specifically so he can't hear that. Specifically, so he can't hear the asshole part.
Yeah, and I whisper back to Chaddington, yeah, hold on, let me see how drunk he is. And then I slide forward and try to reach into his pocket and take some gold out of there. Actually, no. I lied. I try and take the bronze griffin statuette out of his backpack.
Make a sleight of hand check. Solrak, if you're just kind of like not paying attention, this will go against your passive perception. But if you're
16.
I was gonna say
I would have given Fang guidance.
Okay.
If he needs it.
You can roll a d4 then, if you want Fang real quick.
Totally.
Solrak, you probably wouldn't be paying attention at all, right?
Oh yeah, 19.
Well, I'm still Sorek the Destroyer, and my
Dude, you're hammered.
I was
Get the fuck
murdered.
out of here.
I would
You
try
just said,
I
you
would
just
be
said
impaired.
I'm vibing. You
Yeah.
just said I'm
Yeah,
vibing.
but that doesn't mean like
I'm-
you don't know
I'm
what is
vi-
going on around.
I mean,
Okay,
in a
no,
very
but that's
specific
what
way
a-
where I'm looking for people to enter my pockets.
He's a fucking warrior and a general and all that
But-
shit, and everybody he knows was murdered when he didn't
That's-
pay attention.
that's
so
what
he
a-
would at least try to like.
That's
keep his
that's what
wisdom.
a passive
by being
perception is
drunk.
for, which you have a 10. So
Yeah, so he didn't even need it to begin with.
yeah. So yeah, Fang, you kind of reach into his bag. Solrak's still going off, and I tell you what, and he's whatever he's rambling on about. He's kind of just reaching there. You feel around a few things. Let's see. Would you roll total 19?
19.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of feeling around for a moment. Solrak, you can make a perception with disadvantage because it's going to take a little bit just to be able to find this specifically. So Solrak, if you want to make a perception with disadvantage, you might be able to see if you feel it. Nope. Fang is be able to dig around in there for a couple of seconds, and he finds this this bronze cold statuette that's about the size of his hand. Pulls it out of there and quickly pockets that shit.
And I whisper to Charrington, shiny head, sticky fingers, back at it again.
You do you. You do you, queen. You do you. And I pat Solrak on the back and go, well, buddy, are you going to introduce us to this half orc, half machine person? I'm really interested.
Nah, I'll introduce the people I like. Hey, Byron, you want to meet him? He's not even there anymore.
Cast a message to Fang. Do you think he'll introduce him to his mother? Because she's dead. It's a joke.
God, man.
And that's it.
I'm glad I didn't hear that because that's just cool.
Did that one, Charrington.
Jeez.
Hey, I whispered to Charrington, maybe you should try and take something from Solrak.
Well, let's just put it this way. I'll steal when I won't do.
Say no more, say no more.
So, shall we, or are we just going to sit here and vibe for a little?
I'd say day is yours to do as you guys please. You guys had a couple of things pop in, happen to you. You guys are sitting around here having some drinks. Well, Solrak finished his. Fang's been sipping on his water. It's got a little paper umbrella straw that's in there, and a little bit of like frilliness on the side of it. Captain made it look nice and special for you. I had Will do
Making
that
me
for you.
cool.
Yeah.
Herrick, before we get out of here, definitely, how about the key to my room? Feel like cleaning up some here.
Sure thing. Yeah. You want one of the? Yeah. We'll take care of you. We got you in the King's Suite. Don't worry about it.
Your mighty king thanks you. And he bows.
You bow and you kind of like stumble to your side a little bit and pick yourself back up. And Harry goes around the bar. The captain goes around the bar for a moment and kind of bends down. He's trying to find something underneath the bar. Takes a couple moments. Grabs a set of keys. Jingles in front of you and says, "Here you go, bud. It's one floor up. Last one on the left."
Perfect. And by the way, how much do I owe you?
For the drink in the room, you can take care of it now if you want. We can just get you started on a tab.
Yeah, just put me on that majestic tab. King's tab, if you will.
Sure thing. All right.
Alright, and then I start heading to my room where I'm going to switch out of my winter's clothes into more springtime stuff
Oh yeah.
and bathe and shit.
Hell yeah. So if you want to go on up to your room, just move the map up. You go walk up the stairs in the center of the tavern here, kind of drunkenly stumbling your way up there. You make your way up to the top floor or to the mid level, which the captain, he calls this the quarters. Yeah, everything in here, he's got his pirate kind of slang that he uses for everything. The main level being the hold, this being the quarters, and then up top is the deck, of course. Yeah, you pop on in there, and yeah, you get yourself situated, take off your winter clothes, get ready for it to be, in a little bit of warmer weather. Strip on down to get appropriate gear on, and yeah, Fang and Wilmore, what are you guys doing in that time?
Well, I guess I'm just kind of hanging down at the bar, going, how long do you think it'll be to scrub that nasty hang?
Too much time, man. Too much time.
I mean, I'm still covered in bird shit, but here we go. So, I don't know. You want to wait outside, see if anything's bustling in the city, or you want to have another ice cold H2O?
I don't know what it is about this water, but it is delightful. But I don't know. I mean, Solrak's hitting the hay.
He's going to bed?
No.
I think it's just getting changed.
Yeah, I'm just changing and bathing and
Honestly,
traveling for fucking weeks. Clean up, you dirty fucks.
I mean,
You're covered in shit, Chaddington.
maybe changing might not be the worst idea, as it is, a little warmer here. I don't think all this gear that we have bundled on is necessary at this moment.
All right. Well, I guess that makes sense. I guess we can get a hey Harry, Herrick. Hey, Captain. Hey, Captain. Can we get a quick room, a quick clean up ourselves?
Certainly, yeah, sure thing. Here, you take the rooms right next to Solrax if you want. And
Add it to his tab too.
Do you have one not next to Solrak?
yeah. I mean, we have a couple of rooms available. Is there any reason why?
Well, do you have bunk beds?
You guys just want one room for both of you?
Chaddington?
I mean, I do like a good bunk bed as long as I'm top bunk.
That's fine. I could totally do bottom.
Yeah,
I'm a power bottom guy.
If you guys want
If you
guys want a room with bunk beds, the first one at the top of the stairs.
Deal.
I'll take that. And
My
I
saves
guess
on
you're gonna
cost
go get
too.
cleaned up as well. Exactly. That's half price. And while gonna go get cleaned up, I'm gonna wash everything except my face. My face is still covered in bird shit.
Love it. All right.
Oh, my hair.
You guys make your way upstairs then to find your quarters. Just you start getting yourself cleaned up a little bit. There's separate little housed rooms in upstairs as well, not shown on the map, but you guys find these different rooms that have these warm latrines with warm water inside of it and suds, and there's like a sponge set up on the outside with a candle and nice ambiance set up in there. Still kind of planked walls and still nets and all this kitschy kind of piratey kind of shit hanging up everywhere, but it's nice to be able to lay down in this warm tub and just kind of get a relaxing scrub dub in, if you will. You guys can do as you please as you guys clean off and change and get yourself ready for the early evening.
Yeah, so I just take off my winter gear and make sure I have on my Nista clothing. I'm peeking around the room just to see if there's any particular items that could be of use.
I mean, everything that's in here seems to be like a standard inn kind of,
Gotcha.
There's a bed, with a pillow and sheets. There's a little desk with a little candle on it and an inkwell in case you ever wanted to write a little note. Inside of the desk, there's a book that has a place where guests leave a note as well, a little signature, and, says who stayed here when. You can thumb through that if you'd like. And, of course, there's a little chest, a cabinet where you can keep your goods as well. Doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary.
Is this like a short rest? Maybe we're there for an hour.
Yeah, if you guys want a short rest, sure thing.
Okay, I'm gonna attune to the Yeti eye. I am gonna just spin through the. Oh no, yeah, no, I wouldn't look for anybody. I'm gonna pull my letter out and just jotting it for a little bit while we're hanging out, while Fang's finishing up his cleaning the back of his head. It's a little nappy.
A little bit. Is there anything else that you guys are doing in this time? Any one of you?
I just took. I mean, other than getting changed, I just take the suds and just kind of wash my face real quick, and as well as really lather up the top of my head and make sure it's looking nice and shiny, almost as if Chaddington could see his reflection in it.
Mm-hmm.
I glance over. I smile.
Mm-hmm.
Smile back at him. You ready, buddy?
I don't know what I'm ready for, but I'm ready to get on out of here.
Yeah. What else were you thinking?
I don't know. We play charades later, but we can do that later.
Yeah, later. Right. And maybe by now, Solrak will almost be done getting ready. Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Got to put his makeup on it.
Yeah, well, a lot of time to get that stank out of him.
I take a big whiff out of the hallway just to see if there's no more stank.
And meanwhile, you cut over to my room, and I'm in there and just like, whoa! Ooh, good God, yo! What is it good for? Absolutely everything! Slash and bash! And I'm ready.
Oh, amazing. All right, so you guys all kind of come out of your quarters, and meet each other right outside of in this the quarters area, this second level, right outside the stairwell. You guys all meet each other, and
yeah, before we go, I'd look for a fireplace to see if there's any charcoal.
Okay, yeah. Up here there isn't any, and there actually isn't one in the tavern as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. So you guys are Wilmore. After you take that hour to sit there and focus your energy on this amulet, you feel your energy becoming attuned to it. You feel like you can harness a bit of that power of that Yeti, that chilling gaze that you guys all witnessed, and especially Fang experienced. You feel like you can now use some sort of extra sort of magic blessed upon from this Yeti, and of course from Bleak Sky at Morning, to present this magic outwardly, if you will. So yes, you now are harnessed, or you are now attuned to this Petrified Yeti Eye Amulet. You come walking out of the room with it sitting around your neck, and it's kind of shining in the light, just kind of twinkling a little bit with this, it's blue in the center and nice and white, of course, around the outside of it, and just kind of like glares.
I'm just fashioning it, just loving it, feeling the flow. So gentlemen, shall we?
It's fine, dorks.
Let's find Fred.
The Fang Gang hits the town.
Okay. So, yeah, Solrak, as I mentioned, he knows his way around Neverwinter pretty well. So he knows where this like marketplace area is in the town, which isn't too far away from the docks here. It's on the it's on the northwest side. So you guys head on out of the tavern, make your way downstairs, say bye to the captain, tell him that you'll see him on later, and you guys make your way towards like the shops and the marketplace and everything. It's early in the evening now, so places seem to be like kind of tidying up and straightening things up in the shops. Not too many people out like wandering the market currently, as whoops, is that hidden for you guys currently?
No. Oh, I see a market.
It's so weird on my screen. It says
It was black for a second. Now it's filled.
let me see.
Although I can see everything.
Oh, you can see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't how it's supposed to be, but it's all good.
It's an unnecessary amount of bearskin rugs, though. I will say that.
Let me
lion
just
There's a bear issue here.
There you go.
let's hide a couple
We're
things.
just here
real
for
quick.
the bare
We
necessities.
saw nothing.
guys.
Saw
We
nothing.
saw nothing.
That's the truth. Alright, so, sorry, let me get some music going on here. So you guys, go through the town, or the city, rather, and you guys, city, cool. You guys make your way up to this marketplace, in Neverwinter, which I mentioned is in the northwest part of the city, and Solrak knows in this area there's a decent amount of shops located around here. There's your general store, there's your weapons store, there's a magic store, there's even a spa and tavern, like double kind of place. And of course, as you saw, the bear skins and lion skins and stuff. There's a guy that sells like imported furs and carpets and all sorts of these like fine linens and fabric goods, if you will. So you guys are walking around the market for a little bit, and yeah, Solrak, you're just keeping an eye out for Bork currently.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception with advantage, or just a straight perception, because you're looking around. You don't know what he smells like.
Perception. An 8. God damn it.
Okay. Yeah. So you're like looking all around for Bork, and you guys are walking on by. He's kind of like, yeah, he's got to be around here somewhere. You know, Byron said he'd be in the marketplace. Usually where he is. Said he's someone I can't miss. So where the fuck is he? So you're kind of like looking around, but you're having a hard time finding him. For a moment though, you hear some commotion coming to your west, up north on the map, towards the magic shop that you know of, and coming out of the front door comes running this half elf, or kind of like white hair, slicked back, like shaved on the sides, kind of blowing up, gets thrown out the front door, kind of running, and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hey, wait a minute, I don't mean any trouble." And looks over at you guys. "Hey, I could maybe use a little help here, guys."
And then I run up and I stand in front of him. What's going on here?
Shit, I was investigating, looking around, and I don't think you like that so much. And all of a sudden you see these two animated, like, it's fully animated looking like pieces of full like suit armor. But inside of it, it's not someone like walking around. You notice it looks like just like this red swirling energy just animated, and it's making it their way towards this elf who's screaming for help towards you guys. And they are moving with intent with this massive sword and massive shield, kind of walking towards this elf. "Intruder! Intruder! Must destroy!"
And I pull out my sword. Says, "He's not an intruder. We come in peace."
The Helmed Horrors, they pull out their sword wide and extend it out to you. "Intruder! We must destroy!" And he starts marching towards you, Solrak.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna go around them.
So I pull out Demon Sword, and I'm not gonna let these fuckers strike first. So I swing first at this one.
Alright, well, we are going to roll initiative then, if you're going to go ahead and start swinging. I'm gonna go ahead and...
All right.
16 on my end, but a little too fast.
Here's Cuomo, there's them, there's him.
Jesus, 24.
Yeah, 24, Jesus. Let me roll him. hopefully this shows up in the combat tracker, because he's not in your guys' actual party. Nope, that's fine. Alright. So, Wilmore, you see these, as I mentioned, these two massive, it looks like just this red swirling, like, smoky, ghastly energy possessing the inside of this heavy armor, full gaunted metal armor from head to toe, as a helm that has horns on it, horns on the shoulder pads. You see the it's got full leg gear and everything. It just looks like a magical, evil, fucking animated armor, and it is going for you, or it's going for Wilmore and, or I'm sorry, Solrak and this elf. So, what do you do?
It's not going for me at all.
Well, currently
Like, I'm not.
It's going for them, but yes.
Is there any like windows into the area?
Yes, on the opposite side of where you are, there's 2 windows.
Well, go screw yourself.
Look at the map. I'm not lying.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Just saying, I can't see any windows. Everything looks the same. Okay, so and we're in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will back up 25 feet. And I'm going to ready bestow curse. And Sanity's gonna go in and just like oh, okay, he disappeared.
Sanity, I gotcha.
Yeah, I moved him too. She's right there. So he's gonna go in and just kind of plop, like kick with his feet. His because it's not Sanity's move if I ready a touch thing, right? So like he can disengage and fly in and fly out and just touch him. If I ready bestow curse, or is that his action?
That's the action, yeah.
That's his action.
Yeah, because you're readying that action, yeah.
Okay, so I ready it, but it's Sanity's action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So then, yeah, he goes and touches his helmet and sits on him, and that's going to be bestow curse. That's a 15 wisdom save.
Okay. And what's the curse?
The one where they do nothing.
Okay.
While cursed target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each turn. If it fails, it does nothing.
Okay. You see Sanity just kind of perch on the head of this Helmed Horror, just animated suit of armor that seems to be looking on a mission to kill. As soon as Sanity perches on its head, you see it just kind of look down, kind of drop its sword and its shield to its side, and seems to not be moving or focused on anything currently. Anything else for you?
I'll roll a d8.
Okay. Solrak, you are up.
Alright. First things first, I don't like it when random entities and armors attack me in the middle of the day when I'm drunk, so I'm going to rage! Now I'm going to charge at this one on the right, the one that's not cursed.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a... Hold on. Where'd it just go? No, not a lunging attack. Is it a lunging attack? You can add one. Yes, a lunging attack on it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
So I'll go with Demon Sword.
So you're saying 10 feet away from it then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll just leave you there then.
Okay. Superiority, Demon Sword.
Yeah, just roll to hit. Ooh, 13 will miss, but you don't have to... Actually, I guess you do have to with a lunge because you have to be able to reach. Alright, yeah, so 13 will miss, unfortunately.
Alright, no worries. So then I'll get over close to it, and I'll take my second swing. The Demon Sword! and that's a 27.
That'll hit.
We got 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
All right, you slash a big slash with the demon sword into its armor. You feel the resistance of this armor. It's some heavy metal stuff. You actually you felt similar metal to this before. You know it to be extra strong forged metal that's kind of hard to cut through. You try to slice through it as hard as you can. It looks like it does some damage, but not as much as you're used to seeing. But the fire energy definitely seems to hurt it. Bonus action?
Can I? Because I did rage.
Oh, correct. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. This elf is up now. They just kind of pull out a short sword from their side real quick and kind of like moves a little quickly, jumping left to right, and looks for an opening to your left soul rack and swings with a short sword on them. Misses that, and then sees an opportunity to kind of like pierce in another one and misses that one too, and says, "Oh shit, fuck! I hope you're better than me again on the next one. I'm sorry, I'll do better." And
I'll do better.
And that is their turn. This Helmed Horror is up now. That's in front of you, Soul Rack. You see it just kind of reach back with its great long sword. Takes a swing down at you. 24 to hit.
Bastard.
And yes, so it does not too much. Only 5 points of slashing damage as it slashes into you. Had though, so 2 points.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, just like kind of like after it slashes back into you, it kind of just resets its body and like twists it over and looking at the elf now. This one is up and just kind of stands there and does nothing. Fang, you're up now.
Alright. So I am going to move to the left right around here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yep. And then I kind of point right at this guy right there, and I'm going to spend 2 key points and cast Water Whip on him. So he's going to have to make a Dex saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. I rolled a 17 on the dice.
Damn!
So 18 total.
Okay, so let me... Alright.
So
Well then, I will...
you still rolled damage though, right?
Yes, I'm sorry, half damage, right. Thank you. So 10 damage.
Damn, good roll though.
Yep.
All right.
And then after that, I'm gonna move forward and hit him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Oh, 23.
23 will hit.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. As you smacking your quarterstaff into its body, like I said with Soul Rack, you kind of feel a bit of resistance on that metal. Definitely feel like you're not doing as much damage as you're used to doing with your quarterstaff.
Yeah. Alright. And then a bonus action. I'm gonna spend a key point and use patient defense. So I'll take the dodge action on my next turn.
Okay, so we'll have disadvantage on your next attack against you.
Yep.
All right. Anything for Cuomo?
Chroma moves up, and then he's gonna be so he's gonna stand right there, and then he's gonna give me the help action.
Okay. All right, and top of the round now with Wilmore.
Wilmer's going to move 25 feet. Right over to there. Oh. And then he's going to, like, I guess not sit down, but kind of lean against this statue, roll his eyes in the back of his head, and for his action, he's going to look through sanity. Hold on. There's like an open door. I take it these guys came out of a door.
Yeah, but it's not open currently.
Oh, so they shut it behind them?
Yes, yeah.
All right. You said there is 2 windows over here?
Yeah, there is.
All right. She's gonna disengage. I don't know where the windows are, but she would fly over to the window. She can reach anything over here. But right there? Okay, yeah. So she'd disengage and then fly over to the window and like perch on the sill and look in.
All right, yeah. And as you're looking through Sanity's eyes and you look through that windowsill, you
Like
see
looking for a person.
Yeah, you see inside a magic shop full of all sorts of, magic items and gear and whatnot on the shelves, but you don't see a person inside. You do notice a counter situated on the back quarter of the room, and behind the counter there's another doorway.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it.
Okay, Soul Rack.
Alright, demon sword here! To the one that I was just fighting.
Go for it.
God damn it, that's a 12.
12 will miss.
Number 2. That's a 19!
19, you swing your demon sword into its body. Kind of reverberates in your arm. You feel like that kind of shakes up to your elbow and kind of stings you a little bit, but no damage. Gets through.
Alright, and I'm gonna go with the one slayer.
Alright.
Which, second, can't I see you? There it is. Oh, sorry, my thing is frozen.
Oh, good.
Oh, one slayer, you bitch. Hold on, I might have to refresh.
All good, man. Yeah. These
There it goes. Woo! Slowly but surely. 21.
just hits.
Yeah, buddy. And that is 14 damage here.
Okay, very nice. Slashing into it again. Kind of feel that, like, it's a strong armor, and you feel it every time you strike into it. Just kind of like the tension and kind of shakes in your arm, like you just you hit something with like a baseball bat, and just kind of it stings.
I'm gonna use my action surge and swing again.
Go for it. Absolutely, 2 swings.
All right, I'm gonna go with one slayer swings this time, actually. Actually, no, I'll stick to demon sword. It's just too cool. I can't.
Hell yeah. It's a fire sword.
30-20.
That'll hit. Just hits. That's the AC.
11 plus 12 damage. Swing number 2.
Swings into it. Yeah, go for it.
22.
Hell yeah, that'll do it.
And 9 damage plus 3, 12 more.
Cool, very nice. Still standing strong. You see this red energy just kind of writhing inside the armor. It just like it was staring over at the elf, and it twists its body to look at you now. And this red smoke is just pluming out the front of the helm, and it's like looking pretty evil stuff at you. Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right, this elf is up now. He says, "Look," or they say, "I'll promise I'm going to do better this time." Just hits on this one. Just hits. Does 7, and then reaches back in with a dagger stab to the side, and just seems to go through the red smoky energy in the body and doesn't connect or do anything at all. And they say, "Ah, shit! Fuck! I'm no good. I'm sorry." Alright, it's the Helmed Horrors' turn now. It's looking at you, Solrak. If you imagine that there was like eyeballs in its head, you know that they would be staring right into your soul, but Yeah, you just feel that energy. Oh, natural 20. There we go.
God damn it. God damn it. Last time I helped someone out.
All right, so you get. This has already had 8 points of damage slashed into you as he takes a big wheel back, slashes through your body. It cuts right into your arm a little bit on your dominant arm, and draws a little bit of blood. Not too much, but a little bit. All right, and then the next one is up now. He saves on his wisdom saving throw. So he can take a full turn now, right?
Yeah, but he still has to roll it again next. Like, it doesn't counter the curse.
Okay, gotcha.
He has to do it each turn. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. He's going to swing at Fang. 20 to hit. Oh, I'm sorry, disadvantage. So, first one will miss. Actually, I guess they're all disadvantage, right? Yeah, so takes 2 swings. Big swings at you, Fang, overhead, and you're just dodging out of the way. And able to dodge out of both of them.
Nice.
Your turn.
Fuck yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna do Water Whip again. So
Okay.
DC 15 strength saving throw. Or I'm sorry, Dex.
Okay, I failed.
Oh yeah, baby. And I will not get prone with that.
Yeah, and which one is this? The one in front of you or the other one?
Yep, the one in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, 29 damage.
Holy shit!
That's almost max.
That is insane.
Nuts.
And he flies back, slams into the wall, and you just see it slide down on the ground. Like you can see like a human form in this smoke and everything, and it just looks like, as you would imagine, a human body slamming against the wall. Its legs sliding out from underneath of its body and just spreading out, laying down on the ground, prone now.
Yep, and then real quick, I drop my quarterstaff. I whip out my Yeti dagger and go to attack the one in front of Solrak.
Okay, sure. So you approach the one in front of Solrak, pull out the Yeti dagger, and go to stab into him.
Yep, hold on. I'm gonna roll a d20, and I get help from Cuomo.
Cuomo's got to be within 5 feet of the one that you're attacking.
Ah, god damn it, that's right. Alright.
But
Sorry,
if you attack the one that's prone, don't you like already get advantage on it?
Mm-hmm.
But I was doing the one in front of Solrak.
No, you're doing the other one.
So that's a 4 plus whatever the dex in your proficiency. That was your okay. So yeah, that will miss.
All right. So then
that's a 12 total. Yeah.
Yep. So bonus action. Bonus action. I'll make an unarmed strike at the one that's prone then.
Okay.
But that'll be with advantage.
Correct. Yep.
So 20. Oh man, 28.
Ooh, yeah, that'll hit. Just kind of wind up, punch right into the adamantine armor.
6 more damage.
Nice. Okay. And yeah, he's still laying there prone. You just kind of beat into the armor a little bit, slightly dents a little bit, hurts your knuckles a little, but nothing too crazy. Anything for Cuomo now?
Cuomo will take this time and make some strikes at the guy while he's down.
Okay, yeah.
So he's gonna attack with the beak.
Sure thing. With advantage.
Not 1, but advantage. And then a natural 2.
Nice.
Nat 2.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I just right-clicked on the token. I can give you guys access to those monster character sheets now, too. So, right-click on Cuomo's token on the board, if you want to try that real quick. Should be able to open monster.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that!
Yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah.
And then you can edit his health on here too.
So cool.
Hell yeah. All right. So claws. Another
Oh, we
nat
can
1.
mark the people. Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck, woman?
Big Cuomo energy. Just trying to peck into its body. Just it
Not-
keeps on getting to
not
like
feeling it.
the smoky energy red like part. Just not anything that's worth a while.
Yeah.
All right, Wilmore.
I am going to first mark myself with concentration because I should have done that. I'm gonna I'm gonna dash, and I'm gonna try to jump through the window, like
Okay.
into the, like just.
All right, make an athletics check. You're dashing. Okay.
18.
18. All right. You kind of run and just jump, dive through the window. It shatters. You kind of cut your head just a little bit on the glass. Get 4 points of damage as you cut through there, bust through the glass, and roll yourself into this magic shop. Let me reveal it for you.
I got the con save for the thing. Hold on. Con save. Oh, no, that was a deck save by accident. 8. So concentration breaks.
Oh yeah, unfortunately. All right. So Wilmore's concentration drops on this Helmed Horror that's on the ground. And yeah, you're rolled into this room now, though, and you can look all around and see that there's like I mentioned, it's a sort of magic shop in here. You can just see all sorts of scrolls and potions and magic item like magic weapons and strange ornaments, some pipes, and yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of scream out. I suggest you stop this fight before someone gets hurt.
All right. Anything else for you?
That's my turn, and then Cuomo is going to fly in, and or no, she's gonna go and
Sanity?
flap in front of this guy to give Solrak advantage.
All right, sounds good. Solrak got Sanity pecking at this Helmed Horror right in front of you now. See it like looking a bit distracted in that moment. Take an opportunity to take a nice advantage swing on it.
Oh, and you know I will, because there's Demon Sword here.
Yeah.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, buddy. That's 8.
Did you want to roll with advantage to see if you crit, though?
Oh,
Or did you
yeah,
wanna-
true. True. And I don't crit.
Nope. So, yeah, roll damage. It says 6.
Hold on, I got a 6 there. Plus, what did I have before?
It was 6. Also, right?
Plus 2 there. So, 14. Simple math.
14. All right. With that one, you see, your demon sword's flaming energy strike into its body after it's being distracted with Sanity. And with this big strike that you strike into its body, the red energy just kind of dissipates into all around it, wafts up into the air, and the armor just collapses onto the ground, motionless and lifeless.
Nice. And then the other one's awake now, right?
Yes, but it is prone still, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to turn to it and swing at that one then.
All right. You go up to that one.
And I get advantage on that, right?
You do, yeah, because it is prone.
That's a 26, but let's just see. Just in case. Ooh, and a no 1. So 26.
Yeah, that will hit. Not the other one.
8 plus 3. 11.
All right.
And I'll take my one Slayer swing at it too.
Absolutely.
24,
Hell yeah.
and 15 damage here.
That was a. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Did you do your? Oh yeah, it says the old one. That's right. Cool.
Yep.
Very nice. Big slash into it. Still down on the ground. Looks like it's trying to like push itself back up with some strength. But not before this elf sees an opportunity to also take some strikes at it. Let's see. Swings with a short sword down at its body. Rolls a natural 20.
Ooh, there we go.
Does some heavy damage as it kind of just swings up heavy, goes down to the ground, and slices through one of the armor. The gauntlet on one side just falls down to the ground, and then it takes another swing. Just kind of pierces in with this vicious dagger that it's got in its hands. It'll definitely hit that one. But let's see if it crits. Nope. And just does another little bit of damage to it. Nothing too crazy. But this thing is looking like pretty beat up now. It is going to try to push itself up, get to its feet, if it had feet, you know, whatever you want to call them. These little red smoky tendrils on its bottom half. It pushes itself up, looks over again at Solrak, and just takes 2 swings. Only one of them, 21 to hit on one of them. The other one was like an 11. Okay, so just 7 points of damage, so 3 points of damage on you. And it's now on its feet, kind of towering over you just a little bit. Took this massive swing into you. Fang, you were up now.
All right. I dropped my dagger. Can I drop my dagger and pick up my quarterstaff?
Sure.
Or would that be one move?
That's fine.
Okay. I will do that. And yeah, I'll make a strike with my. I'm kind of giving like a good like uppercut with my quarterstaff right in like the where I imagine his chin would be. A little sweet chin music, huh?
All right.
28.
Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll hit. It'll probably hurt too.
That'll hurt too. Yeah. 8 damage.
All right. It's looking pretty beat up. If you smack one time on one side of the helm, kind of just twist off to the side and doesn't readjust itself.
And back at it again. Nat 1. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, sure.
Good call.
Oh, another 28.
That'll hit.
And 8 more damage.
And how does Fang do this?
Oh yeah. Like I come with the first sweet chin music, and then a backhand, like right with the quarterstaff, and then I just imagine that helmet just flying right off, and just the smoke dissipating, and the whole body or lack thereof collapsing into a little puddle.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that smoke just kind of wafts off. All that armor clinks down to the ground, falling into a pile. And yeah, you guys are left here with these just piles of armor laying down to your side. A shattered window into the shop with Wilmore rolling around on the inside of it.
I pick up my my dagger, and I put it in my backpack. And while we are at it, I am going to put away my cloak and put back on my dragon hide belt.
Okay, cool.
Do I need to reattune to that?
Yeah, you need to attune to that.
Okay, okay. I didn't know if like you did it once, like.
No, because you unattuned to it, so you need to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So I will do that next time I have an opportunity to.
Okay. So Wilmore, you pop on inside to see this magic shop. Full,
What do I see?
Yeah, just full of all sorts of, gear. You see, looking around, there's some sort of like a bowl that has like water designs on the side of it going around the whole width of it. You see like a couple of like gems, potions, scrolls, as I mentioned, some amulets and jewelry. You see a falchion, a sort of like bard's instrument as well, like a stringed instrument. You see a staff in there. But yeah, as I mentioned, you see like this just like inside all this stuff decorated on the counters, and then you see the one like the counter in which a staff member or someone would stand at, with a chair and a chest behind it, and then behind that you see a door in between two cabinets.
It does. So the potions. Do any of them look like health potions?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
like elaborate health potions, like not a regular health potion, like a funner bottle or anything like
Yeah,
that.
why don't you make a perception check for me, or an investigation if you're kind of sneaking all around.
Investigation is a 12. Yeah, because basically I would have gone in and I'm looking for stuff to steal. So I want to get a gigantic health potion and like you mentioned a bowl or maybe the bard instrument you said was there.
Yeah. So
What kind of instrument was it?
It is what is considered a I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's a folk. It's like a it's like
Hey,
a
you watch that mouth.
it's a folk. It's like a folk lucan or something like that. I'm not sure how exactly you pronounce it, but
You go
it's
fuck yourself.
it's like a lute instrument essentially. It's got a wide wooden base to it. Instead of like the neck going off the center of it, it kind of is more towards the top of that wide body. It's got many strings that go on that body and then up towards the neck as well. Let's see if I can find a picture for you.
Trying to see if I'm proficient in it. I don't know.
It's a stringed instrument.
Yeah, but I think I had to pick like 4 of them. I just don't know where they are.
You are proficient in drum, flute, horn, and lute.
So not that.
No, yeah, not that.
Okay. All right, then I go for the biggest looking.
That's just for playing it, though. You know, that proficiency.
Okay. I guess I kind of, as I roll in, I see the health potion, I see the bowl, and I see the other thing, and I go for the bowl, and then the health potion, and then the loot, like in that order. See if something happens. Like, I try to steal them.
Okay. Make a stealth and a sleight of hand check.
I'm trying to steal them while no one's there. 22 sleight of hand.
So you start moving around, start grabbing some things. The first thing that you grab is that bowl that has these water elements kind of designed around the outside of it, and you kind of grab it a little quickly. You don't notice at first that there is actually a little bit of water sitting inside of it. You grab it a little quickly, and the water splashes on the ground, and you hear a voice say, "You going somewhere with that?"
I look around to see who said that.
You make a perception check. Kind of look around. The voice sounds like it kind of came from the opposite side of the room in which you're sitting in right now. But you can't tell where exactly it came from.
I go, that was the plan. It looks like your defenses may have faltered.
You think that was the only defense I had?
Well, why don't you come out and we can discuss maybe a proper price?
Instantly, in front of the door, see this image of a human man with this jet black hair and goatee, pencil mustache, kind of hair slicked back completely, wearing this red robe thrown over his body, looks at you. Well, you didn't have to make such an entrance now, did you? And he kind of gestures grandly at the floor, and all the broken, shattered glass laying everywhere.
Well, your friends didn't have to make such an exit, and I point to where the dead bodies would be.
That elf, whomever that is thieving, stealing, just as you were.
There seems to be a lot of thieves in this town.
Yeah, there's a few, I assume, but it looks like I found one red-handed right here.
I wouldn't call it a thief if I thought no one was here. But you're clearly here, so I kind of put it back. Maybe you can find some good customers with my friends and I.
As long as that elf doesn't come back in here, and of course you pay for the window, I don't mind selling some goods.
Well, let's see if there's anything we want to buy. And I kind of just walk right over to the front door and open it up and say, "Gentlemen, the shop is open. Maybe." Look at him.
Kind of looks at you glaring. Paying customers only, and then looks at the elf, who, as you guys can see now, is kind of like an androgynous elf, not like masculine or feminine features. Like I mentioned, this like kind of shaved side hair, kind of slicked white hair, pushed off to the side, very like thin build. I mentioned that the short sword and the dagger that they have, and kind of looking a little sheepish at you all. Look, guys, if you guys want to do some shopping, that's on you. I'm out of here. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
Wouldn't mind checking out this place a little bit.
Yeah,
Chad,
check
you
it
see
out.
anything good in there?
As he runs away, I tell him, or I just holler out to the elf, "Tell the hands of Nightstone Wilmore says hello."
See them just kind of like look over the shoulder at you, like, the fuck? And just kind of like
He's waving.
tosses their cloak back and just begins sprinting off into the streets of Neverwinter. Kind of shaking off that thought, like, what? Oh, Jesus! And they run off into the streets and disappear. Well, if you all want to come on in now, that you made such a grand entrance, and yes, it's probably smart of you to not befriend such a low-life thief such as that.
That is fair. Maybe you, if you know, you could tell me where all these thieves come from. As I start kind of, playing with that bowl again.
Every now and then we have a few bad seeds come in the town and try to take advantage of a city that's rebuilding.
Fair enough. What could you tell my friends and I about your wares?
And I can assure you, you're not those types. I have a great love for this city. Spent a great time here.
Yes, you look somewhat familiar. I can't put my finger on it. So you're just kind of looking at you.
Let's just say I've been around the block. Neverwinter. You can trust my friends and I. Mean no harm.
As long as you all, as I mentioned, pay for the window and are paying customers, I can assume that we can get along.
I throw him 10 gold coins. I say I think this should more than cover the window and your inconveniences.
He looks down at it. Well, that should cover it. If you all have any questions about any of my wares, this is the Witch's Wort. I am Zarin. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Zarin, you're Now, I don't know if I'm necessarily in the market for anything magic, but why don't you tell me about your most prized possessions, and maybe that'll tickle my fancy here.
Well, your little buddy here was trying to make off with one of my favorites.
And what is that?
Oh, this bowl here.
Tell me about it.
Well, you see, he gestures over to Wilmer has put down this bowl now, back to its resting place. You see this gold, beautiful bowl that it holds some water, if you will, and you see it has a little bit in it now. But again, your little friend here was trying to be a little too quick with it and spilt some of it out of there. But you see, you can speak a command word with this as long as the bowl is filled with some water, and you can conjure some sort of elemental to arrive from this water, some sort of water elemental, if you will.
Any water, you say?
As long as the bowl is filled with some water, and it has a source to make this elemental appear from, yes, you can do this at least once a day.
What do you mean by source? Other than the command word.
Well, the bowl holds the water turns into the water elemental.
Okay. And how much is this bowl?
Well, got it at a good price. Could let it go for 8,000 gold pieces.
You got it at a good price?
Correct, yes.
You better be able to smoke out of this bowl for 8,000 good coin.
What? Because, my good sir, 8,000 gold. That does not seem like a good price for us. What's a good price that you got it for? And maybe we can.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how you put put a value on your coin, if you will. This elemental is quite powerful that you can harness from here.
That's not what I asked. I said, how much did you get it for? You said it was a good price. I'd like to know. Because I feel like at this point you're ripping us off.
That is a business trade secret, and it is not to rip off. I was letting you know that this elemental is quite powerful that you can harness. 8,000 is a great deal.
Okay. We don't mean to offend. I just think that we will pass on this particular.
That is quite fine.
What he said.
Anyways, what else would you have?
Well, this instrument that he found as well is quite nice. It looks like he has a lute already. He points to your back as you have the lute strapped on your back. But this one, I'm not sure if that one is, kind of twinkles his fingers. There is a little bit of magical energy coming from you and from your instrument. But this one, it can cast all sorts of different spells from it. If you want to speak with animals, you could cast that spell. If you want to illuminate any sort of enemies with a blazing light, you could cause that spell. If you wanted to maybe entangle them in sort of roots and vines, natural substances, you could cause that to happen. Or perhaps you have a weapon made out of, say, wood, or perhaps something that's not quite powerful and you want it to be more powerful. Well, you could use the shillelagh spell by playing a certain chord off of this and create that weapon to be just slightly more magically powered.
That is pretty awesome.
But again, you won't like the price because that one is also 8,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
Question for you. Going back to the bowl, could you elaborate on this elemental that appears on the bowl? How powerful would you say he is?
Well, it's a quite large elemental that can be conjured from this, and it's a cresting wave that rolls across the ground. It's almost invisible if it's subjected to larger bodies of water, but it could engulf a creature and fill their mouths, or it could even smother flames, large flames.
Now, Now, I'm quite intrigued by this, as I pull out the bronze griffin statuette. I don't know if this would be an even trade or not, but why don't you take a look?
Wait a minute! How the hell did you what?
Don't worry about it, Solrak. Now,
Fuck.
at what value would you put on this griffin statuette here?
That is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and yes, it's a figurine of wondrous power. You can turn it into a griffin if you will, but that can only work once every few days or so. This water elemental, you can do it every day. You can make it appear and last as long as it has life in it. Whereas this, I can sense, it's limited to its time and availability. It's not quite up there with the strength, but the griffin is a great mount. Fierce and ferocious flying beast. But I don't know. The value I would have to put in the water, this bowl is quite more valuable, I would say.
I assumed so, but if you had to put a number on the griffin statuette,
Say, maybe 4,000 gold pieces.
4,000 gold pieces. Gents, what do you think?
We could always sell Griffin piece and then everybody split the rest.
Here's what I'm thinking, buddy. You know, we've already given you the money for the window repair, which I'm sure we are sincerely apologetic about. We want to give you the time of day. We want to give you the business. I'm very intrigued about this bowl, as are my colleagues here. However, $8,000 total just seems a bit much, and I'm not downplaying.
What are dollars?
8,000 gold.
Those golden dollars.
Oh, are dollars made of gold? That's pretty cool.
Hear me out. We trade you the statuette. You said 4,000 for it. I'm thinking we give you the statuette. In exchange, we each give you 1,000 gold. So 7,000 in total for the bowl.
Make a persuasion check.
Make it.
$16.
16. So, you're saying you'll give me this griffin statuette and 3,000 gold pieces total in a trade for this bowl of commanding water elementals.
That's correct.
Kind of sits back and strokes his goatee for a moment. I think we could do that if you are interested.
Quite interested.
Well, if that is the case, I will take the payment, the griffin, and you all can take the bowl.
Sorry about that, Solrak. Alright, so... Hold on.
Can't hear you if you're talking, Solrak.
How do I remove something from my inventory?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you at all.
Nope.
Hey, you want to give me all your gold? And demon sword? I mean, okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
How do I remove this from my inventory?
Click it, and then under the description, it'll say delete.
Maybe I gotta go to the other page. Hold on. There we go. Yep. And so what's this bowl?
So are you guys doing this? Is everyone paying 1,000 gold pieces? Carlos, I can't
Wait for Solrak. I can't hear you, Carlos.
He's confirming.
You good?
Yeah, he thumbs
Thumbs up. All right.
Bowl of commanding
we can do it.
water elementals.
Bowl of commanding water elementals.
It's a real yes. All right, 1,000 gold.
And yeah, you do see, of course, Wilmer, you mentioned like in the beginning, you do see, of course, like potions. You see regular healing potions, greater healing, and you see superior ones as well.
Look at that thing.
So you pay him up all the gold pieces. You hand him over the statuette. So, thank you kindly. This will make a nice addition to my collection here, and you all be very, very careful with this. And he hands you over the bowl.
Hell yeah. Alright.
And it looks like this.
Also, my good sir, I'm aware that this isn't necessarily a magic item in which I'm looking for. However, do you sell any water skins?
I'm sorry, nothing of that sort, but you can certainly go next door. Over at the Dazik's shop, he has all sorts of general supplies and wares, if you will.
Right across the way here.
Right next door.
Good to know. Gentlemen, if you need anything, I'll be right next door. I need another water skin, as mine that I gave to Chattington has been contaminated.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yay!
So I mosey on next door.
All right. Well, was there anything else, I mean, before you guys head on out of here? Was there anything else that he kind of gestures around? Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you all. Is there anything else that you were interested in?
Well, nothing from the store, my friend, but I am wondering if perhaps you know where one they call Bork could be found.
You're looking for work.
I'm indeedy.
Peculiar. I won't ask any questions. You can usually find him at the end of the market. He's past all the shops, and he sets up right outside of the Driftwood Tavern.
Thank you, my friend. That is quite useful information.
Absolutely. As I said, I won't ask why.
Don't worry. It doesn't concern you. I throw him another gold coin anyways for the info.
You see him cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand grabs the coin out of the air and grabs it and puts it in his side satchel. Well, if that is everything, I'm sorry again about the security, if you will. You've got to stop thieves.
It's okay. Guess you can't trust anybody these days. And I look over at Fang. Stole the fucking thing. Okay. I just stare at him. Like, I don't know who you can trust these days. Especially people who say they're priests and shit. That's all they've done since I've known them is rob people, But,
But I thought my nickname was Shiny Head Sticky Fingers.
Oh, well, you just lived up to it, yeah.
Well, if that's what you're gonna call me, I might as well.
Cool.
You should be paying attention a little bit more. However, I think we've upgraded as a team. I think what I've done is what's been for the best for us.
Yeah. As long as we can make decisions for the team according to what you think is best, that's a good thing to go.
Well, Chattington knew what I had done. That's 2/3
Oh,
of the
yeah,
crew.
great. Chattington, the voice of reason, the guy who talks to himself. Yeah, totally.
At least he bathes.
Totally. What? No, he doesn't. He was covered in shit half the fucking trip.
It still smelled better than you.
It's because I got that bird sting from this asshole we used to know. Tough.
Gentlemen, you please take this outside. I'm gonna tidy you up for the night and probably shut down shop.
You should shut that up. Shut up, that chop.
You
All right.
do that.
Wilmer, was
All
there
right.
anything else for you, Wilmer?
Thank you.
No, I'm just kind of perusing around,
All right.
not being sneaky at all.
All right. Sorry, are you guys all leaving the shop then?
To a bar.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all leave the shop. Fang starts heading his way over next door to the general store, and that's where we'll pick up the next game. As you guys are heading into the shop, Fang's buying water skin. Well, Fang, if you don't need anything else, you can just buy water skin and pay for it. If you don't need to do anything else, then that's fine. Unless you guys want to look at general gear next time we play.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember.
doesn't hurt to check out. As you know, I didn't expect to drop 1,000 bands on a
True that.
on a bowl that holds water.
True that. Hey, sometimes you gotta do, you know, it's heady art. It's
You know it.
A bowl that holds water. We'll give you all our money.
A badass bowl here.
Brutus is gonna use it as his drinking bowl now.
Shit, Brutus regurgitate
Brutus
that.
the drinking bowl.
Yeah,
We love that dog.
Brutus just becomes the water elemental. Alright. Actually, that's an interesting way to think about it. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, well, I guess we'll call it here. You guys leaving out of this this magic shop after buying this bowl of commanding water elementals and trading in your griffin statuette, and of course paying up a couple thousand gold pieces as well. Heading on over to the next shop to buy some more gear, and of course, Solrak on the mission to find Bork. I believe Wilmore's on a mission as well. Hasn't spoken, but I believe he is.
We all like Bork. Bork is cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope so.
Me too, because you guys are going to play with him for the next 5 months. just kidding.
Is he a giant, and can we call him Harshnag? Because he was pretty cool.
Harshnag was the man.
Chalky or chalky.
Hashtag bring back Hershey.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not, because he's dead. Anyways, we'll leave it at that. So,
Hologram hashtag.
oh man, terrible. Well, thank you guys again for joining us. Thank you guys for playing, for being great tonight. We'll see what happens next time we pick up. We're not playing this weekend. I'm sure it'll be another short one in the middle of the week next week, and then we'll probably do a weekend one after that. But guys, just let me know. We'll talk it up in the Discord. That said, have a good night. Watch out for those goblins on the stairs, and take it easy.
Yeah!
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
So you